Hello, I am Q from QAnon. Believe it or not, my name is Heather Lynn Glorioso. Um, I'm 52 years old, and I'm going to talk about targeted individuals and gang stalking. It's a real phenomenon, and I have a case now that no lawyer will be able to defend against everything. Um, the government, the police, mental facilities, YouTube, Facebook, X, the royal family, NASA. I'm Flat Earth Witch, and I prove Flat Earth. So, gang stalking, you're a chosen one, and you're part of Q. Chances are you're looking into conspiracies, aliens, government corruption, police corruption, even homeschooling your kids, or even becoming vegan. Because once you can become vegan, you start to naturally decalcify your pineal gland, which is your third eye chakra. So what happened to me is I had a Kundalini awakening. You could be very spiritual. I think a lot of the targeted individuals are going to end up, you're going to find out, are already interested in Q, are just deceived because Donald Trump doesn't help me. Trump Kennedy 2020 107, I am the real 107, and I'm going to prove it. And I've been held incompetent in two different counties. I've been locked up in the psych ward a dozen times, assaulted by the doctors, illegally petitioned for dehydration from Patient First. When I get through with the story, you're going to be like, this is a fantasy, right? There's no way that they've been doing this to you this long and been getting away with it. And yes, they have. I've been calling NSA, FBI, CIA. I was tagged to JFK Jr.'s. Okay, QAnon believes JFK Jr. is alive. He's not alive. I'm a channel. My mother was a psychic. She was targeted for it though because she didn't make any money. It doesn't work that way. Because I got thrown out. I asked if you're talking to angels, why aren't they telling you you're in a simulation? My guides tell me I'm in a simulation and explain the secrets of the universe. So I question that. So I'm probably the most targeted. Well, no, I am. I'm the most targeted individual ever, and I can prove it. And it's for talking about QAnon. The news, the fake news. I sent them so much information about Q because there's obviously a disinfo campaign that's brutal on QAnon people. I was betrayed by my own family. They infiltrate because you're in a simulation and you're on autopilot until you have an awakening and realize you're in a simulation. You really realize you're in a simulation. And I started channeling and talking to Greys, which they have a bad rap, and they're from the future. And they tell me that we're living in an advanced ET ancestor simulation. And they came to me anonymous. So I have the Punisher flag. The county, I have a lot to tell. So I'll just do one thing at a time. This merchandise is being sold in the county that I was just held as incompetent. Not once, but for 6 months. And then they sent me back. I got out competent. The fastest person to ever prove competency. Once I got to the ward. They hold you for months waiting to go to the ward, which is a denial due process. In the first place, if you're a year and as incompetent here and another year in Harford County, I would be incapable of taking care of myself, taking care of business. I get her done. I live on my own. Like I just went and I just paid my rent, and I'm working on getting my license back because I lost my license a long time ago. Like I was targeted. Addiction is spiritual warfare. I have a lot to add to that. So 2020, anonymous, hence the term QAnon, tagged me to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page and put a picture of a gray alien, a Tier 3B UFO, and John Lennon. John Lennon comes into my dreams, and he was with a young Paul McCartney. This was in 2014. Told me to contact the White Feather Foundation. I did. The dream was so real. He said he died in a car crash, and I met Loverboys with John one time. I was killed in another life, in a past life, or in World War I or II, and I was stabbed, and I was walking by the side of the road, stabbed, looking for a hospital, not realizing that I was on the other side, and John and Scott Smith from Loverboy, loving every minute of it, turned me loose. They say I talk in loose associations. I jump around because there's so much to tell. Okay? I'll get into into gang stalking. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I was like, they told me I was going to be the richest, most famous woman ever. So we talked a little bit about disclosure and synchronicity. What I do is called synchronicity. Police, I'm a space cop. Galactic Federation. Special Agent Oso, the kids show. I'm Glorioso. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. This merchandise is sold down by the boardwalk, right by City Hall. Mayor Rick Meehan. My QAnon merchandise. The Punisher. The Punisher is all over the police shirts. And the firefighter shirts. Fireman, Little Wayne, I am not a human being. I'm not. None of us are. This is an advanced, J.D. Vance, an advanced ET ancestor simulation. I'm not. They've labeled me. It's a slander and defamation of character. Schizophrenic effective at 50 years old? I had a whole life. And when you talk to me, you'd be like, there's nothing wrong with her. Delusional? Speaks in loose associations? Can't form a logical thought? Crazy? Mentally retarded? Judge Tirabassi called me tarded. I don't feel tardy. I'm a spiritual teacher. So, it's all over. This Punisher this is QAnon. I'll prove it. It's about the Matrix. This is on the Matrix cover. There's a bunch of them. So Rob Dugan is the composer of the Matrix. And Rob Dugan was he's the last man that I was with, okay? So, and then he died. So last time I saw him, it said the Travel-In. I'm the Travel-In man, Bob Seger. I think Leonard Skinner has one. I'm the rock and roll space witch who asked RFK to touch his nose if JFK Jr. is alive. I speak in music. Listen to the music. This Punisher is on. If you look on YouTube and you look up the Matrix theme, you might have to scroll a little bit, but you'll find it. It's on the Matrix theme. So Neo, she knows. I know. And now I'm like, I'm not just guessing and running around and saying gang stalking is a real thing. I'm saying it's real, and it's the most ruthless conspiracy you'll ever see. It's sadistic. Whoever is the top at the Freemasons, who's ever in control of the puppets, who was in control. It's consciousness. I study the physics of consciousness, and the collective. See, I figured out that I'm living in the past, and this is actually an avatar. So, right after they declared, they tagged me to JFK Jr. Tag team, there it is, to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page. A director of a documentary, he said it was Netflix or Amazon, contacted me, and he's talking about psychics and stuff like that. And I had just woken up I just woke up at the time. A channel named Alan Otto. My merchandise, the hat, is Otto. I showed it in another video, so I'm just going to keep going. You just trust me. I would take a polygraph. Nirvana, Poly. I've died so many times on the Master of Death. I went to a place they called it Nirvana, not heaven. Heaven is for real. Colton. That's my son. That's my oldest child. Code 45. Trump. I'm Donald Trump's soul. I'm Elon Musk's soul. So they held me for 2 years. Wait till you hear this story. They held me for 2 years. So let's get to the Elon Musk thing. This last one, I had the messages before the first one. Kimball Musk offered me a job at Tesla. I tried to tell him this, and it's like, I was wondering, did somebody bribe you? Because, do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you speak English? My lawyer never spoke to me. Moronic law? That's a breach of fiduciary duty. What the judges did was misconduct, especially Judge Coates. That's judiciary misconduct. It's ruthless conspiracy because of the number of people that did this to me. So when I got out, I had to fire my lawyer because that's ineffective counsel. When your lawyer won't speak to you, and agreed that I needed to go to the ward. I was like, he didn't know anything about QAnon. And then I sent him letters, and he never responded. I'd call, and he never answered. So I would have showed him some evidence, proof. So when I got out, I tried to call. I fired him. You is fired. You're fired, Trump. And I tried to get another lawyer, and I called everywhere. Fleetwood Mac. That's the song JFK Jr. posted. It has a time machine at the end. It's the whole video. I can explain, but it's back in the, I don't know, Paul Revere and the British are coming. And I can explain it, but not right now. At the end, they're in this real, I don't know what kind of car it was. Kind of like, looked like, I'm not really good at it. I have to look again, but I don't know, kind of looked like a vet or something. Like a 60s, 70s vet. So it's a time machine. I was like, uh, I've never heard anybody ever say that or show that. I can show all the UFO symbolism on album covers. I can prove flat Earth. I'm the flat Earth witch on X. So when I got out, I had to call the public defender. No private attorney would take me. Put my hat on for a little bit. I'm a witch. They would have burned me back in Salem. So Salem, L-E-M. So Salem, S-A-L, is backwards, is Louis Ambrose Smith, my ex-husband. And so Salem, L-E-M, Lem motorcycle. And then Mel, M-E-L. My cousin Mel, right after I was confirmed Q, a bunch of them died. My first love, Jesse's girl, died. My cousin Mel, Passion of the Christ. I'm very passionate about QAnon. Passion, Rod Stewart. Rod robbed me at gunpoint in a school parking lot. Schoolboy Q. A man of the year. Elon Musk. So Elon Musk contacted me, and we spoke like for 2 days about simulated multiverse. And I told him all my ideas for Ocean City, Maryland, and had a great conversation. I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait to meet you." And then he disappeared, and the whole Musk family hounds me on Facebook. So it's obviously a lot of imposters, but why did I attract the Musk family like that? Elon asked me to tell him how much I cherish him. Cool in the gang? To tell you how much I cherish you. He wastes my time and my energy. All the time. I'm like, Elon, I want to talk about simulation theory. So, do you want to buy some cryptocurrency? You want to invest in my company? No, I'm damn near homeless. I'm Q from QAnon. I actually can prove I'm your fucking soul. You might want to talk to me. Because people are going to start believing that Heather Musk, ELO, the album covers, ELON, are all UFOs. So, a blind melon, M-E-L, Mel, my dead cousin, is Elon. Tom DeLonge, UFOs, has Elon in it. My friend Chris Garcelon has Elon in it. I'm the Lone Ranger, has Elon in it. Noel, I'm Jesus Christ, has Elon in it. I was like, I told Elon, I was like, you're written all over my skin. But I only got to talk to the person I would say had consciousness, but then he disappeared. But anyway, he told me, you're not incompetent. And we talked to, he said he needed to take some notes from me. He's even called me. I saw it was Elon, but it looks like a much younger Elon. And he said, I can't see you. And it got disconnected. And so I sent the state's attorney, I said, submit this for discovery. And immediately, the charges were dropped. I was telling them the whole time. I said, my lawyer won't speak to me. Can I please petition the court for a writ of habeas corpus? What? I'm questioning the legality of this detainment. Assistant Warden Drummond, you told me, oh, you are highly you're highly intelligent. I watch your videos. You watch my videos and you're holding me as incompetent? You're going to jail. What they did to me was horrific. I'm going to tell you some stuff they did to me in jail. This gang stalking is out of this world. It's out of this world. That's why I caught the matrix glitching on 521, the doors, 521. It's deep. Deep state? It's deep. And I just don't give a fuck anymore. I've died. I'm the living dead girl. I went to the other side. So, you're good. They're going to call me. They're going to call me like I've been thrown out of Bible study. They're going to call me the devil, the Antichrist. But I actually died for you. I've lost everything I own, bread, to teach you. I know this. They're targeting me for freedom of, it's a violation of my freedom of speech. It's a deprivation of civil rights, slander, defamation of character, denial of due process. They gave me no bail. I reported my Sky banner, made the paper. I didn't hijack the plane. It did. I think that's genius. That's promoting my book, which right now is just in my head. The whole time I was in jail, I wrote a 6-foot tall journaling. I'd get commissary every Thursday, and I would use it all up. And by the time the year was up, I had 6 feet. They took it all, as if it was nothing. I'm like, that's the secrets to the universe. That was from the time I woke up in the morning, early, right before breakfast, to the time I went to bed. That's all I do. They denied me grievances. And the grievances I did, she pulled me in and gaslighted me about the first one. I'm like, you're Dr. Chappelle. I wasn't sent to teach you quantum mechanics and law of attraction and synchronicity and spiritual alchemy and the physics of consciousness and epigenetics and the law of one, the emerald tablets of Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, philosophy, Wayne Dwyer, Alan Watts, Eckhart Tolle. Pi is 3.14, E equals MC squared. So my address is Emory Church, EMC. Tip to be square? My hips hurt so bad I'm in there crying. They have paperwork that I have a bone density issue from Spring Grove. This is unbelievable. This story is unbelievable. It'll take days, possibly weeks, the rest of my life to explain it all to you. They denied me a calcium. They give Suboxone, methadone. They denied me calcium, but it's worse than that. It's I just started menopause when they arrested me unlawfully. I'll get all into that. I can't wait to take the stand. I do poetry. Demons flee when I take the stand as I watch Officer Walker bleed out with his nuts in my hand. Remember who clipped your nuts? Edward Scissorhands? Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp contacted me. Elon Musk. Morgan Wallen contacted me. May Musk, Saxon Musk, Kimball Musk. Judge Tirbasi told me, I doubt. As I was trying to tell him, look, you give me my phone, I'll show you some of it. I doubt you have the evidence that you speak of. The Sky Banner has 15,000 people talking about QAnon as they're holding me as incompetent. I'm going to sue. I want to connect with other honest gang stalk victims. They sent into jail. I had inmates gang stalking me. One was gang stalking me, pretending to be a gang stalked. She was gang stalking me. They infiltrate you. So they denied me calcium, and I just went into menopause. I guess I have my hips hurt bad, so bad. Sometimes I can't move. Everlast, I can't move, and I'm living on my own, and I'm doing the best I can. So my hips really deteriorated. I had to go to the hospital once I went to the ward. The ward took me back for a second time after they just declared me competent. And they knew me. So they denied me grievances, didn't respond to the last couple, the one I wrote the entire competency on. I teach competency. I started, I did a video in jail. I made a character up. The incompetent professor D's nuts. And I did jailhouse videos, and that was one of my videos. And I did a really stupid, silly, I was just being a real smartass, and I did a help wanted ad for QAnon. I was just being real sexual. And I did some QAnon videos from jail. So that's where D's nuts comes in. And I sent flowers to the Aberdeen Police Department from Dee's florist. So I said, remember who clipped your nuts? Ben Affleck walks in to Fergie. He's a florist. And he walks up, he says, Rusty. Rustic Springs is my farm. Rustic Rail is my ex-husband's fence company. So, there's a song, Gang Stalkers, by Rusty Cage. I love Rusty stuff. I love trash made into treasure, like steampunk. I have ideas. They're probably, I can't even talk about it because everybody tries to steal my ideas. It looks like Juano Savin's pretending to be me. I'm like, they're all playing a part of Q, all these QAnon influencers. Well, where are they now? As Heather has been in the background screaming, I'm Q from QAnon, being assaulted, locked up, jailed in wards over and over again, and forced drugs. And I'm completely holistic. I have a cannabis card. That's my medicine. And I'm holistic. And I'm doing the best I ever have. So, what else? They were just all gang stalking me. I think they have stuff to read your mind, to be honest with you, because the way that they gang stalk you, well, you're in a simulation. So, how they show up, they use red, they cough at you, they whistle at you, they lick their lips, and they do whatever they wanted to you. They were tampering with my mail. One of the cart girls, cart monkey, opened a doctor's mail. I was like, that was for the doctor. She says, she can't have that. I was like, who are you to say what the doctor can and can't see? That's in a sealed envelope with the doctor's name on it. That is for Dr. Eyes only. For your eyes only. And they threw away they threw it away. I got in trouble and got put in isolation twice. But the first time, I was writing TP for my bunghole. I was writing, so like when I first got there, and I didn't have any paper. They only gave me like 5 pieces of paper. I was like, 5 pieces of paper? I'll be done that in an hour. That's how much I write. So I started writing on toilet paper. And I got put in isolation, and instantly I was like, please, Corporal Tucker, can I have my ratings? That's a lot of ratings. I want to take, I want that. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what do you mean? You just took me out of the cell. It's still in the cell. If it's not in the cell, you throw it away. Well, anyway, my cellmate, Raylin, let him. She told me. She's like, she threw it away. I was like, would you testify to that? She says, yeah. She has a. I talked to all these girls about this. Uh, she has a daughter who passed away, who crossed over, named Shadow. I'm being followed by a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Cat Stevens, my magic pussycat. Genesis Mama is my magic pussycat. Pod, here comes the boom. Pod's my magic pussycat. Boom, boom, boom. Witches in the room. So, Marley's my magic pussycat. My old reality, I shifted. My old reality, the green light was at the top. Green light legend, John Legend. Give me the green light. And there's Mandela effect. So I just got into a discussion with somebody the other day who's hell-bent on saying Mandela effect is just a complete lie. I was like, well, maybe in your reality, well, I explained very valid points. I explained it in another video, so I'm not getting into it because I want to talk more about targeted individuals and stuff. So, it was awful. They, there, there was this really, I thought this man was Secret Service. He's 6'6". His name's Corporal Flynn. And I'm looking for somebody from Secret Service because I'm like, somebody has to be coming for me. I'm too fucking valuable. I'm too valuable. My knowledge is priceless. I'm the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. And I was flirting a little bit. My intentions at first was I thought he was Secret Service, and he was gang stalking me. So I was sending him letters trying to see, hey, do you understand this? Please, I need somebody. And I thought he was Secret Service, so I ran to him. And I was getting egged on by one of the officers, Sergeant Campbell, and on the way to the ward, she says, "Do you know who Flynn is?" I said, I don't know who Flynn is." He looks like Secret Service, looks like a bodyguard." She's like, "He knows a lot about QAnon. Would you marry him?" And I said, at the time, he was flirting with me. Yes, he was. So I don't care if he's just a gang stalker because I'm used to it. And I literally can prove I'm O'Flynn. I can prove I'm Corporal O'Flynn. So I can prove that I'm every one of them there. While they're attacking me for proving simulation theory, for proving we're all one consciousness, they forgot the one law. The most important law in this matrix. Uh, Ra, the sun gods, law of one. That's the most important law. And asked me, would you marry him? So, um, there was a Sergeant Elliott there. I tried to contact Sergeant Elliott because I said, I had to handwrite these letters over and over again. And not only that, each one of them, I think I wrote my competency to show him, look, I'm going to humiliate you. I'm undercover for a documentary for QAnon. I don't know who's telling you what. I did have I got hooked on Oxy. I had a drug problem at one time, and I completely cold turkeyed it all by myself and became Q within less than a year. Less than a year. So, anything's possible. God, I almost look like I'm fading away on my screen. Slip sliding away. I was betrayed by my whole family. How could my family leave me locked up for 2 years? To tell you that why the fake news puts these family members that betrayed the QAnon person doing zero research. And these QAnon people, yes, they're dedicated. And it's like arguing with a professor of QAnon, a real QAnon person, even though if they're not watching my videos, they're a little deceived because it's not Donald Trump. I'm Donald Trump's soul from the future. Future 712. 7 is a G, A is 1, C is 26, or you can add 2 and 6 together, it could be 8. So you could do it either way. Is a G, and 1, 2 is a L. So that's my last name is Glorioso. Her name's Rio. I just said that before. Rio skates, the roller skates. I just bought Rio roller skates, and I dressed as a roller skating muse, like Kira from Xanadu. So Xanadu has a Rush has a song Xanadu and ELO. And all ELO's album covers have UFOs on it. The Jetsons, Chase Jet's my son, George and Jane are my grandparents. Spacely Sprockets, Sprocket's my black dog. Led Zeppelin. It has the mothership on the album cover. Darlene Led Zeppelin, that's my aunt. No Quarter. Listen to the song, it's really sad. What's happened to me? That if you tolerate this, your children are next. They're gonna make thinking illegal. You have freedom of speech until you say something that the government doesn't like. You have no freedom of speech, and there's no expense spared. They'll spare you're worth so much money that they would rather pay these gang stalkers. Somebody's paying these people to do this. Like, I get gang stalked. I'm in Ocean City, and I'm being gang stalked by everybody in Ocean City. It costs a fortune to live here. I'm a QAnon influencer. I have 4.5 years of QAnon videos teaching QAnon. I prove we live in a simulation. There's no doubt about it. Can you prove or not? So Leela from Futurama, Leela was my grandmother's maid. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's my ex-mother-in-law's second and third husband. I think both of them, the third one's NASA. I think the second one was too. NASA. I think my husband is a handler. Muse. Back to Kira, Xanadu. So Rush, backwards, is Heather Smith You Are. HSUR. Rush, Paula Abdul. Paula, Rush, the video, no, the cover. I can explain videos too. The cover, if you look, you could see the devil in her hand. She's got the whole world in her hands. I've sent flowers. I've sent my competency everywhere. I sent it in art form. I took the question and answers and I made spirals. That's on the cave walls. I think that's on the cave walls somewhere, the spirals. I sent it in poetry form. I started writing poetry. in. I was doing pretty good too. Give me a dictionary. So I was just trying to be really friendly because I was hoping, I was like, God, I hope you all are double agents because I'm going to humiliate you. I'm undercover for a QAnon documentary. I was used as bait. Norman Bates Motel. Um, Interpol, evil. I contacted Interpol. Evil. Uh, there's a puppet named Norman in it. So Norman was also a, I don't know, activities director at the ward. How could the ward even take me back? I have the doctor, Dr. Burns, excellent. I have the doctor uh, lying. My daughter, thank you, Kara. That's, you don't know how much you helped me by doing that. Lying. Saying, yeah, she understands the terms because now she's like trying to cover herself of why they're keeping me. She talks over people because you are a non-player character. You repeat the same thing. Well, you need to know your charges. I know my fucking charges. You want to debate competency? So Kara video recorded my team meeting. They give me less than 5 minutes and they don't want me to talk about anything. They say, don't put your beliefs on me. You're holding me for reporting that we live in a simulation. You're going to listen to what I have to say. So she's lying. My lawyer, Moronic Law, never spoke to me. I said, I'm going to sue him. It's a breach of fiduciary duty. Carrot can testify. That's verbal testimony. Under oath. If you lie under oath, it's perjury. Speculation is hearsay. Moot is irrelevant. They don't teach this stuff in the ward. I object. Overruled. Rebuttal. Contempt. The area between the bench and counsel is called the well. Done. Everything's done. The whole fucking corrupt system is exposed. By one woman. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's just me. He got his superpowers with a UFO. That's all I talk about is UFOs. They posted a photo of a gray. I work with them in the astral realm, and I'm channeling them. I'm actually consciously channeling for sure. I think I go into a trance sometimes, and I come out of it, and I can't quite remember what was said. And then things come back to me slowly. And, but I'm doing the best I can. And it's my teacher. So Heather Conan Gray. Greystone Road was my first, I'm feeling horny. Greystone Road was my first house I bought with Lucifer. I call him Lucifer. His name's Lou. Louis, the Kingsman. So. As they're saying terrible things about me. I think they thought I was a prostitute. I haven't been touched in 2.5 years. Touch me. Samantha Fox. Samantha, Bewitched. Fox is 666. That's my phone number. I swear. So I'm a goddess. I'm a god. We all are. See, I'm not going around saying that I am nothing. I'm nobody. I graduated the 12th grade. I've had a difficult life, but people have had way worse. I don't want to boo hoo, but the circumstances right now need to be addressed because I see it and I can prove it, and still nobody will help me. And every day it gets welcome to the jungle. It gets worse every day. Uh, Dr. Carl Gustav Jung, welcome to the jungle. Georgia the jungle, JFK. They don't leave me. All of them, because we're all one consciousness. I don't want them to leave me. That's my only friends. That's why I'm the living dead girl. I have an insatiable love for the dead. I love them. I've been there, and it's a good vibration. Beach Boys. Joe Biden's Secret Service had me locked up for flying my first sky banner. My nurse was Barbara Ann. She was. Wendy was his Secret Service. That's why I thought this was all scripted, but it just keeps going on, and every day's exactly the same. So the Beach Boys, Wendy. Goodbye, Wendy. Concrete Blondes. I was sleeping on the concrete. I have such bad hips. I didn't deserve that. Why? 2 years of my life. My 50th and my 51st birthday in the ward. As incompetent. I just beat the second year here in Worcester County. I talked to angels, black crows. Crow backwards is WORC. I just beat that myself. I would have beat the last one. But they were holding me in the ward and drugging me. At Spring Grove Hospital, that's my initials backwards. Dr. Bedoy backwards is Yoda. You afraid? You will be. You will be. You will be. I think they tagged me in JFK Jr.'s Facebook page May the 4th. May the 4th. Marty McFly. Marty's my uncle. Back to the Future. I'm telling you, this has to do with Project Pegasus. Project Blue Book. Majestic 12. And I'm hearing Project Echo or Echo 9. I'm doing the best I can. I don't wear a wire. So Jesus walks right out the door here. There's a walk sign right across Philadelphia Freedom. So when I like to look out the window, and I see it all the time. I'm like, Jesus walks. I'm Jesus. I lost everything I own. What they've done to me, they locked me up. So they're helping my husband. They made me homeless. They gave this man, he's my abuser. So this has to do with domestic violence too. So that's I'm looking for women who've been beaten by men and want revenge. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to target you. If they haven't, they're going to. And I'm going to tell you, they can't hurt you. You have divine protection. Document it. Just don't do anything, like don't come in contact with the police. Like I thought they would want to know, hey, I have all of this proof. Somebody needs to talk to me. I've seen UFOs. I caught a UFO turn to a ball of light over Tommy's house. Tommy, can you hear me? Who? 905 or 509? I forget which one that is. The address where they arrested me was 905. So you can look at things forward and backwards. I came to Ocean City on 59. So sometimes you can put us in a zero, you can take out a zero. It's perspective. Panic at the Disco, new perspective. I'm opening up what I'm doing is sparking your third eye. A good thing to do is to stare into the candle, stare into the sun a little bit. What I do is I go like this, and you'll start just a little bit, and it does. You start to see things, and that's not uh, an illusion. Uh, I love it. You see little orbs. I can see them without even looking in. I see orbs. I've seen shadows of giants. My third eye is open. I've seen dragons. Batman. Looks like a Mothman. Haven't seen a unicorn yet. Not yet. I see Sasquatch in my mind all the time, but I have not seen the shadow of a Sasquatch yet. But my stepdad, that's his nickname. And he looks like from Harry and the Hendersons. So maybe I have seen a Sasquatch. Ice Cube, Sasquatch. Welcome to the real world, Matchbox 20. You're going to have a dark night of the soul? 2 years of confidence. You're going to have a dark night of the soul. But I should make it a lot easier for you because I'm going to explain this. And if you're gang stalked, you're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. I'm rich, biatch. Dr. Chappelle is the one who declared me incompetent. And I aced it. 801, Aces, Mr. Sandman, 4 Aces, Mr. Sandman. Back to the Future. I aced it. And I didn't even talk about QAnon because I had a competent, valid evaluation. Both times she did it by 2 different doctors. Officer, they were going to send me back there for a 3rd time for charges that I had already done 3 times the max time. I'd already done 3 times the max time. It was 60 days, and 0. And I did a total of 369, damn you fine. Nikola Tesla, 369. I started to, I connected with Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, I feel like I'm channeling Nikola Tesla now. Like he's still alive. Like they just found a UFO back in I think he said 1872. I think there's a clone or something. I think. Okay, so forgive me if I go astray. I'm dreaming. You're dreaming. You're in a lucid dream. And as if everything is now. Because he said he saw the past, present, and future. And like, I'm looking for a rocket scientist. Because I'm so fucking smart. They're misunderstanding me. There's a fine line between genius and crazy. They kept me in the crazy pod. They put a schizophrenic woman in there to drive me crazy. And at first it did. I was having a nervous breakdown. It felt like screaming, talking about a judge that had his testicles gnawed off by a black woman. And she's screaming the N-word over and over. And I said, I just did isolation for saying that. To a person who was acting like one. And when I say that word, nigger, it's an ignorant person. Kathy Coates. Tim Mulligan. I asked at the warden, I asked people, I said, did the warden, at first I said, is he an actor? Like, come on now. I felt like this was all scripted. And then like, no. I was like, did he have a lobotomy? That's your warden? That's your assistant warden? Liability. That's the responsibility for doing something or failure to do something. I was threatened twice to leave Worcester County. I was like, what? I grew up coming here. I'm coming out. This was right before I found my Q merchandise in the cop store. Sergeant Shaw said that nobody understands you, or I think maybe he did. He was acting like maybe he did, but the authority is the boss, his horrible bosses. Or he was just gang stalking. They were all gang stalking me. Shaft is shoe. So, these shoes, Eagle, Witchy Woman, Shoe Fly Pie, Flynn, uh, Fly Got You Where I Want You. So, I was doing synchronicity with all of them. And I don't know if they mistook my kindness for weakness. You guys are going to go to jail. I told you. Oh, I told you so. I was like, what are you doing? You're going to whistleblow or you're going to jail. I'm Q from QAnon. I'm going to be the richest person in the world. I'm the queen of the Illuminati. I'm the queen's soul. As people die, it's like they awaken in me. But now I see, I'm people who think that they're alive. I'll come in there and you'll swear I know more about you than you do. All you have to do is tell me who's your first love, where's your first dog. Give me all those answers, right? And I'll weave magic in front of your family, and your family will look at you as an imposter. I guarantee it. That's magic. So I'm wanted dead or alive. I know I am. I know I've been assassinated. I had a gun put to my head in a school parking lot, Schoolboy Q. Elementary, my dear Watson. Watson's my mother-in-law. His family. Her dad's Bill, don't mess with Bill, and her brother, Billy. Highly suspect? I highly suspect Heather Glorioso is Q. If you know my name and see this video, it's like winning the golden ticket. I'm the goose that laid the golden egg. It's like winning the golden ticket for Willy Wonka. Goose was my grandma, Agnes Gordon. AG is 17. They lived on Baldwin, in Baldwin, Sergeant Baldwin. She told me she was undercover, said synchronicity. But then they all were just, it looked like they were, I mean, I was there a year, and it looked like they were getting pleasure, like sadistic from it. Breaking the girl, Chili Peppers, I was like, what did I do to deserve this? I reported a skybiner. You act like I killed a cop. You're gang stalking me. You're a bigger criminal than I would ever even consider being. It's pathetic. As I was trying to warn them, I was like, God, Elliot and O'Flynn, you guys, I was like, both of you could be somebody. As I thought O'Flynn was Secret Service. This man looks like a bodyguard. You're Corporal? Corporal TP for my bunghole? I'm bad. Because every day I'm like, somebody's got to come and help me. I was like, so you all were just gang stalking the fuck out of me as I'm in a living hell? You're talking to me? You see incompetent people all the time, and most of them go to trial. I was the most competent person to ever, including the staff. Staff, Moses? The tablet? I'm doing this on tablet. So I was like, you guys think that's on a rock? And anyway, all you guys, you Christians, you break it. It do not kill. Last time I checked Nipsey Hussle, that burger was dead. That chicken, that hot dog, that pork chop. Popeye's chicken is the shiznit. Little Nicky, it's symbolism. They mock you in your face. Because I've been to a bar on Mars or something. It was a bar like Star Wars. It was in a dream. See, I can Rock and Roll Fantasy, Bad Company. Bad Company is my dad's baseball team. So I can tell you when things are a dream and when it's real. Most of my stuff is verifiable. I'm not lying and saying, Jane Starr is my grandma. Jane's got a gun. Jane's my aunt. Ronnie Mattel is my dad. B-52s is my mom. She died at 52. Lola the Kinks is my white horse. Beck Loser is my neighbor's Beck. Day Tripper. Tripper's a horse on my farm. April Come She Will. April's my granddaughter's middle name and my first sister-in-law. So, April Fool, everybody plays the fool. I've died, and I don't want to play this anymore. I'm not going to watch Elon Musk and Donald Trump pretend to be me and get all the glory, and then ain't nobody got time for that. I got things to do. I got a million other things I do than go back and forth with Elon Musk accounts. It drains my energy. It feels like the Matrix is dying, and the Musk family, like a moth to a flame, are attracted to me. You can't look away. It's like like a car accident. You're like, is she real? I have family. People that know me. Like, I tell you where I am, and you can come see me. I'm as real as you are in the Matrix. But dead Heather, ICP, Heather died. So this has to do with some kind of time travel. And my father-in-law is an author. He's an MIT graduate. I got sent to the ward for sending my simulation thesis to MIT. Can you believe I just said that in the same sentence? Sent to the ward, MIT, simulation thesis. But it's spiritual alchemy. I read The Alchemist. That's a great book. He goes through the Sahara. The Sahara is right there. It's the building right there. Spiritual alchemy. You turn your pain into power. You really do. You don't need money. Money. Do you think the UFOs have money or a Bible? I got thrown out of Jehovah's Witness Bible study. They don't want to hear it. They're on the boardwalk. I walk up to them. They don't want to hear what I have to say. At all. You don't want to. If you don't want to know you're in a simulation, you really are a non-player character. I'm trying to tell you, I have consciousness outside the matrix. I can't explain outside the matrix because I don't think I'm supposed to know yet because I already am homesick. I want to go back to the future. Dead Heather, ICP. The Unveiling 17, the 17 Dead. Heather's 17. Devil is a woman. So, Faith No More. Epic. Epic's the bar right there. In the Grand Hotel. Procol Harum. Do you see how smart I am? These people, like they all took a part and then the commissioner had to deny me bail. Bail is putting up bond for release from jail to ensure you appear at all your court hearings, your hearings, your trial, your arraignments, whatever. They send you to learn guilty, not guilty, and NCR. And Alfred plea. They don't really ask the Alfred plea, though. So I know the Alfred plea, too. But I know nolo contendere, which is neither admitting or denying guilt, but accepting punishment. I was like, the day I got there, I was like, you guys are all going to go, like, I was telling them, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble, and it wasn't my intention. You're not going to stop QAnon. I promise you that. Promise, Eric Clapton? Cocaine? I used to like, wow, this place about the bow. Alright, it's none of your fucking business. But I don't do that anymore. But if I want to, it's none of your fucking business. But I don't. I'm naturally high. I'm so busy with QAnon because I'm figuring out a puzzle and I can't stop. I'm like, I have to finish this puzzle because I want to leave, or I want my fucking money. I want my fucking money and I'll simmer down. I'm still going to teach QAnon, but I'm sending grievances, I'm filing reports. They break their own rules. That's a deprivation of civil rights when the police don't answer grievances. I've contacted the Maryland State Police, Interpol, Harford County, Aberdeen, wherever Eastern Shore is. Eastern Shore Hospital. I don't know if that's Wicomico or it's down by the rivers. That's Chop Tank. Chop Tank. Chop Slide, ICP. So, the Great Malenko, Wizard, Dorothy, the Sky Banner. Dorothy was my best friend in Appomattox. Surrender Dorothy. So, the gang stalkers do street theater. They do. They linger. Cranberries, zombies. Cranberries, zombie. They linger, and they wander. The wanderers, a wanderer, 107. They wander. You watch, and you're like, these people look like they have no particular place to go, just kind of lingering around you. I think they read your mind. Like if you have a negative thought, you start to, if you think, think that's a gang stalker. Or they'll do some kind of a move that is just very exaggerated. So it's street theater and directed conversations where you'll walk in and something in your life will be going on, and it's just full of synchronicity. To somebody who does synchronicity, I think it's supposed to intimidate me. You don't intimidate me. I'm Pimpinstein. I'm the meanest motherfucker you'll ever find. That's why they call me Pimpinstein. Yeah, bitch. Fuck yeah. So I'm in Ocean City, the Caribbean Queen, the Caribbean, the bar. I, that, that's what I would have. I would have an indoor. If I was mayor, these nuts, I would have like a wolf, a gray wolf lodge or whatever. Huge. Because I'm going to be a gazillionaire. Not only can I sue you into bankruptcy, I can personally sue you. Can get punitive damages because of the ruthless and relentless nature of the crime. They want me dead. I think they want you to kill yourself. So 988, the suicide hotline. Um, my old address was 988 at Red Roof Inn, and you can verify this in Aberdeen, Hospitality Way, 988. Not making this up. I'll take a polygraph. If you get a body language specialist. I have nothing to hide. I've already told all of my secrets in other videos, and I'm tired. I'm not going to keep telling the story over and over. In an hour video, you should be a believer. Monkeys. So I'm a monk. I used to live in Moncton Road, so I wanted to cut down on sugar, and I just got and I usually don't like to use this kind of stuff, but I use a lot of sugar because I drink a lot of tea. Yeah. Her name is Alice. I just recently switched tea to decaffeinated tea. They're stressing me out. Stress Out NF, Naples, Florida. I went 20 years, 20 some years, to Naples, Florida. It's where Lou's mom lives. So it says monk fruit. I just bought this. So Len, Steal My Sunshine. I could go through and decode the barcode at the jail. The Folgers bag, John Coffee. Is nothing but my old phone number, 522-3707. You can call the jail and ask them, what's the barcode? Don't even tell them who you are. Or they probably won't tell you. I think they might have stole my jewelry, my infinity necklace, and my black pearl. I called. My daughter came down to get my stuff. She said, Miss Jones told me that Kara has to take all my stuff. I was like, that's fine. I said, I have a $2,000 black pearl, like black pearl, the checkmate. You're in a 5D chess game. Checkmate. Black pearl, Johnny Depp. I just bought it. $2,000 black pearl. Where's the rent? And I called, and they won't even call me back. So I sent them all calendars. I love a calendar, girl. I sent them all calendars. Not all of them. I ran out of stamps and envelopes. So if you didn't get one, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. If you get it and throw it away, Fuck you too. I don't care. You're going to repent. I never did anything. I never wanted anything from you. And I never did anything to any of you except for give my energy to you endlessly to try to enlighten you, to warn you. And you all took me the wrong way. I totally misunderstood. I was like, you don't understand. Even if I don't press charges on you, you're going to be humiliated to the point, Elton John, I think I'm going to kill myself, 988. He has a song, I think I'm going to kill myself. You don't want to kill yourself. So, on Rhiannon, I just bought this like an angel bell. And it has a penguin. So, I have cortisol poisoning. I just went into menopause, so it might be a little bit of that. I don't have anything. I don't have hot flashes. I sleep. Just a little bit of puffiness in my belly. I have a cortisol belly, and my hip. So I was already at the patient first. I've been to 3 different places reporting Havana syndrome. They won't even take the report. So when you see the stuff on the news, say it's Russia or whatever, they're lying. They don't show you anything that's the truth. Nothing. You look, Idiocracy is a documentary. Complete idiots. I was too. So I've been there. They have clones. I think I'm getting a younger clone. I want to go back to, I'll go all the way back to 17. With my knowledge now, I was very mature looking 17-year-old. I look like my video, this is a brand new, looks like I'm fading away. I can see the screen in reality, like how Neo did, how it has static cling. I know I died. I wish somebody would let me out. Open sesame, abracadabra. If I can't leave, I'm taking over. I have superior consciousness. The Supremes, Baby Love. Baby was my magic black pussy cat. I dropped her off. I felt really bad. Lou was driving me crazy. She was pissing everywhere. And I got her from the shelter, and I couldn't take her back to the shelter, so my kids said that there was a bunch of cats up around the corner. I was like, well, I'll just go put her with the other cats. So she's pissing everywhere. I didn't know what to do. It kept screaming at me. And I dropped her off. And I went home, and I ran back to get her. And then, so I take Strays home, but unfortunately, I feel really, really bad. She just pissed everywhere. But I brought other cats home. I ended up, I had 4 cats when he did this to me. And I lost all of them. One of them was, Louis called my sentinel. That cat got me through my first shamanic journey, so. The cats, right when this all was happening, I was seeing spirits. And the cats can see them. I was like, the cats can see them. Why can't you see them, Lou? Are you not real? You're so cruel. Cruel Love, Lou Smith. There's a song. cruel love. He's so fucking cruel. We, I went from having sex with him one day and came together, and then gone. Made me homeless. Owning a 25-acre farm. This man was my abuser for a quarter century. He strangled me in Mexico. James Taylor. Taylor Bank is right there. I just got money out of the machine. Welcome to the machine. Pink Floyd. I lose my train of thought. Trump train? My aunt turned me away. Carol, from her inn. I could tell that me posting, because I was posting endless rapid fire stuff, all my friends started attacking me about anything I said. People who I hadn't seen in 20 years. More. All of a sudden, never like anything, all of a sudden had an opinion in everything that I said and posted when it was truth. Real, like, as I was UFOs, stuff that I was really knowledgeable about. I was just posting some stuff. I was just posting because I was like, this is interesting. I'll get back to it. But then it just kept coming and coming and coming, and it's just like I just get it naturally. What they've done to my family. I had I don't want to seem like a crybaby, so I'm gonna try not to cry so much. I had to grieve my kids. I got it like they're still alive. I had to grieve my kids because I got divorced. The kids are grown up, but my husband is a narcissist. I think my son Chase is an empath too, and he lives under him. And Chase was trying to help me a little bit, and I know I just as sadistic as Lou is. I know Chase was threatened. Kara started talking to me, and the family outcast her. ATL, AT aliens. Atlantis, Donovan. Donovan was my cellmate. Season of the Witch. Sunset Grill, Don Henley. The Wedge, Dick Dale. The Inlet, Sonic the Hedgehog. Paradise City, Paradise Plaza. That's where I caught the Matrix glitching. This must be just like living in paradise. There's a Stick song, Welcome to Paradise. So, The Edge, Ocean's Edge. The Edge is 17, 17's Q. The Ocean, Led Zeppelin. She's only three. Now I sing all my songs to the girl who won my heart. She is only 3 years old, and that's a real fine way to start. I was probably 3 years old when that song came out. Yeah, I love that music. I grew up on 98 Rock. I even hashtag 98 Rock because I was like, people who listen to this stuff, see, I'm surrounded by gang stalkers. So even like doctors, lawyers, judges. So even when I tell them these things, they already have made a deal with the devil. that they're not allowed to talk to me. So where's Major Tom? Where's Tom DeLonge? They're showing you this thing, and they're saying that the spaceship, that the UFOs are out there, Elon and stuff saying that. It's that spaceships are inside of here. You're in an advanced ET ancestor simulation. They can manifest right in front of you. It's your consciousness. They don't want to scare people. So if you've seen a UFO, you're a chosen one because they wanted you to see that. Nothing's by accident. There's no such thing as coincidence. So, Calendar Girl. Calendar is my granddaughter Alina's name rearranged. So rearranged Limp Bizkit. In that video, they die in milk. The milk carton. I'm being held as a competent. The Cloverland, rotten motherfuckers, clovers. Cloverland milk carton has a misspelled word on it. Whole is WHNOLE. I had one, and they took it. They took everything. I was like, I have all this evidence. I was like, look, it says Elon. You can spell Elon with a mistake from the milk. And you can make Kim. You get that's a lot of the letters of Kimball's name. So Kimball Musk has several accounts that follow me. Elon Musk has several accounts that follow me. I talked to Tosca. Tosca can be rearranged as Coates. So I'm saying that Lucifer the Lightbringer. And the thing is with that Bible, it's dangerous because I could sit there and not say that part, and say all this other stuff. And you'd be like, wow, she's right. We're living in a matrix. And then I'll say, well, I'm the devil. And then that'll cognitive dissonance will set in with some people. An open-minded person who has growth mindset are going to wake up. So, the bull and the heather, I got this little glass animal at the Sunfest. So I've been here for all summer long, Kid Rock, Bike Week, Sunfest, Hot Rod, the music, the Rock and Roll Fest, the Country Fest. She's country, Jason Aldean. Aldean. A guy, I just contacted a guy about renting a room in his house. And he's on Alden. The boots, the Indiana Jones boots, Alden. But I didn't go because I rented this room, and I do need to be alone because I'm so antisocial now. So, but maybe in a couple months I might have to try because I can't stay here another summer. I could go get written testimony, what deposition, written verbal testimony under oath, right? Deposition. From everybody, from all the clerks at all the hotels I've stayed at. Incompetent. I stayed at the Paradise Plaza before they did this. I stayed at Atlantis. I stayed at the Wellington. That's where they arrested me. I stayed at the Inlet Lodge. I stayed at the Burgundy Inn. I stayed at the King Charles. I stayed at the Empress. And now I'm at the Cabana. And this is the second time I've stayed at the Empress. And I'm incompetent, Mayor? That's why I said this isn't even about money anymore because I'm going to bankrupt you. This is about you going to jail, possibly, like, you might want to run like hell. I sent them roses with a forever angel. I've sent roses and to Aberdeen that broke my thumb. Sent them sunflowers. Sunflower Post Malone. My husband installs posts. His fence company. Uh, I sent them to the ward. To jail. I sent them rainbow roses. She's a rainbow, Rolling Stones. And then I just sent a forever angel with roses. Rose in the Heather, Nazareth, to Mayor McMeehan. I gave him a bunch of souvenirs. John Pine. I've called. I sent emails. I want his job. And I really don't. I want him to surrender to me and follow me. Whoever you're following, if you think you're talking to Elon Musk, that's AI for me. The girl in jail, Officer Fountain, she told me, and she might have just been gang stalking me, but I know this can happen. That Elon's face morphed into mine. It's like, I know. So she could have just been gang stalking me. The Officer Denard said he says, don't worry, I'm working with Elon Musk and 15,000 other people. So I put Officer Denard exchanged personal information with me. And I put in a report and they ignored it. I was like, well, now this man knows my email and knows a lot about me because he sat and he talked to me about all this, and he told me that I was going to take my driver's driver's classes on Wednesdays. So I'm taking driver's classes right now, not on Wednesdays. Take them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday online. I'll be on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Willie Nelson, Nelson Mandela, Elon Musk. Otto did the merchandise. Otto could be Toto. Africa, Dorothy, the wizard. I'm a warlock. I've been targeted for it. I was like, the government, none of you have enough money to silence me because I'm the queen of Earth. I'm the queen of Earth. I'm the Pharaoh from Space Force. Farrah Fawcett, the sink, Elon Musk carrying the sink in the Twitter. You're fucked. You are FUBAR. You think you want to go to take this to court? I'm going to have public opinion because now I'm evolving. I'm doing hashtags and I'm evolving now. So I'm going to contact other targeted individuals. I tried to tell the targeted individuals, you need to come to mine, to my targeted individuals, QAnon chosen ones, and document everything. Don't so much expect an answer. Document it. And if somebody got in that is gang stalking you, then you contact me. Like, contact me personally. I gave you my emails. rockandrollspacewitch@gmail.com if somebody's gang stalking you, and I'll remove them. There's no gang stalkers allowed. I can't stand gang stalkers. They really deserve the death penalty for what they do. They want you to kill yourself. That's murder. It's spiritual homicide. In jail, they would come, I'm there for competency. And they decided to label me as so mentally insane I have to be separated from everybody else. I'm a crazy bitch. That video's in jail. Buck Cherry, Buck Rogers. Roger that. Rogers Lou's first brother-in-law. Kim, Eminem. Kim's his first abused wife. I have M's on both of my hands. And X's. XM radio. XM. Everything's mine. The air you breathe. Jordan Sparks, no air. Sparks, my first grade school. In Sparks, Maryland. I lived in Sparks. The who? Where's Wado Savin? That guy's been on TV. Where's the QAnon shaman? That guy's he's all over, he's everywhere. Where's Elon Musk? Where's Donald Trump? Every time I think of Elon Musk, I'll see a Jeep. It's weird. And if I have a really good thought about Elon Musk, like I think he's gonna come help me, I'll see a Cybertruck. As if somebody's reading my mind. Somebody claiming to be Jeff Elon said that I have Neuralink in my head. So I still seem like I still look like Heather. I still have the same missing teeth and scars. Papa Roach. I'm Papa Roach. I got a lot of roaches. I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints, and then I smoked 2 more. So, see, this is like, I've just been sitting here talking for an hour and a half, and it's nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's nothing. We have to unite, and you're not going to do it. 'Cause you'll see. My Facebook group, my videos are targeted, so my message doesn't get out. And I hope I do. I hope eventually I get it right. And my video, like, I hashtag everything and I put it on X, and nobody ever sees it. Very few people see it. So that's why I feel the desperate need to explain it, because sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, I understand you. I've had a couple front desk people. The man at the Grand Hotel, when I got there, looked like he knew who I was, and told him, just got out of jail, and oh yeah, the Grand Hotel. I stayed at the Grand Hotel too for a month. The Grand Hotel. God is a woman. Ariana Grande. It doesn't end. It's the never-ending story. So the monks that take a vow of silence, I took a vow of silence. So back to fruit. I want to start I took a vow of silence for a couple days. I loved it. I actually loved it. I mean, once I get my money, I could possibly disappear, and it'd be like watching the best movie if you ever do come upon this, and then she's gone. Hall & Oates. Prince, Prince, the symbolism. Just called and said he was hungry. I asked if I had any food stamps. Well, I don't get food stamps. So I offered to take him. I just went to Walmart today. I spent $600 because I bought a lot of stuff because I want to be here a couple months. It costs $50 to get there on the cab, so I bought a lot of stuff. I bought big things of oats and grits. Kiss my grits. Alice's Diner. I mean Mel's Diner. Alice. Mel's Diner. Ellis. Mel is my dead cousin, Passion of the Christ. So, Danny Glover, I just put, I'm just doing this. It's magic. I believe it's magic. You can do magic. I got magic power. Super true. So, um, Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon. I told, uh, I told Joe Biden I was gonna smother him. Smothers Brothers. Uh, I sent a message, and they didn't lock me up for that. It's not a legitimate threat. I told him I was gonna sit on his face and smother him with my lethal magic pussy. So I told them that in the ward. So I was just joking. I'm doing synchronicity with Joe Biden, Joe's Garage, Frank Zappa. It's not a legitimate threat, and that's a. I bet Joe Biden loved to go out that way. And it's funny because then right after I did that, I was watching a video of Joe Biden, and it was a big thing about how gross he was licking his lips. There was a big thing about it. I was like, that's right after I sent the message to Joe Biden. Hey, Joe, Frank Zappa, Franks and Beans, hot dogs, Led Zeppelin, Limp Bizkit, I limp. My stepfather is related to Oscar Mayer. His mom's Elsa. Rearrange that to Seal. It's also most of the letters Tesla. I am Nikola Tesla. Where is that? Where is Elon Musk? I got videos saying that Elon Musk is going to help me. Elon Musk asked me to marry him. One of the accounts did. I'm not saying any of that is true. I don't even know if Elon Musk is real. I was wondering if he's Mr. Roboto. He looks like it sometimes. And he definitely looks like, if he ever was real, it looks like he died. That's why I channel him as if Elon Musk is dead. I got a little African man. I got a little African child inside me. I'm the man, I'm the man. When the man comes around. Elon Musk is inside of me. I'm telling you. I told him he was going to be one way or the other. And now I think I got a soul. I've created a 5D Elon. But the name, it's all done virtual reality. It's AI. But the name is Heather Renee Hamilton. That is not my name, but that's a complete AI person. And she's talking about all of the stuff that I've been talking about with Elon. So I called him Space Daddy. He's a space nerd. Elon Musk is making me sad. There's a song, Elon Musk is making me sad. There's a song, I Want to Fuck Elon Musk by Empress Kush. I was just at the Empress Motel. I didn't go there on purpose. I figured it out afterwards. Sometimes I do create synchronicity on purpose, but it's everywhere anyway. And then I'll just add to it. That's why it's the wow factor. Wow. Okay? So even if you don't understand me or just don't care, you're psychologically lazy, possibly morally bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt, you'd be like, wow, they held you. I don't see anything wrong with you at all. Competency is knowing the basic mechanics of a trial. Who's the judge? 6 months? I learned the competency questions in Spanish in one day and a quarter of them in Creole. So I was like, you guys are going to fucking pay. And that's when I was like, wow, this really is going to prove I'm cute. But I don't even want to, like, even if you give me everything now, I don't want to be here anymore. I hate humans. I hate everything about you. So Danny Glover, the freaks come out at night. You never see a freak without at least one glove. When they walk, they don't walk, they strut. 9 times out of 10, the freak will drive you nuts. Remember who clipped your nuts? Cashew? Cash is my dead grandson, and he died while I was being held hostage. He was born without a heartbeat. So, like I said, I cried about the cats, and I guess I was like, I can't sit here and boo. If I would have said the kids first, but I didn't say the kids first. I said the cats first. I don't want to be a crybaby, so that's why it seems like I might be cold, but he's inside of me now. Johnny Cash, the 309, 903 is my cell phone, and 309 is Elon Musk's WhatsApp. That's how I do. I feel like I am legend, but I see dead people. Bruce and Demi, a demigod. Bruce is my brother and my pop-up's middle name. All right, so I'm getting kind of tired. Uh, you should see. I went from having only no friends, none, even all my old friends. I started nobody. Uh, Nobody wants to be my friend anymore. Complete betrayal, as if they were bribed. There's some kind of a conspiracy going on, because it's like, how could a divorce make everybody you know just treat you like you're nothing? I was doing the best that I ever had. I was getting ready to open a upscale dog resort. I got off drugs. Lou's a drug addict too, and he's an alcoholic. And my granddaughter says that she tickled it. He tickled her bottom. Saint Elmo. Um, Elmo can be mole, whack a mole. There's a song called "Hey Alina," and it's a astronaut. That's her name. I'm unstoppable. I can do this the rest of your natural born life. Do you see? If you're watching this, um, I don't want you to be scared. I'm not afraid of dying. I want you to be concerned, because this does concern you. This concerns you more than you can possibly imagine. If you've done any of those things, if you're spiritual, flat earth, JK, any of those, um, like I said, vegan, homeschool your kids, question, the police, have any kind of lawsuit. My divorce lawyer's paralegal was hit by Joe Biden's motorcade and sued. And she listened to me for hours, which was really weird. Gina. And she wanted to hear about it. She's like, she's like, I think I'm gang stalked. I said, she says, Joe Biden motorcade hit me and I got hurt. And she says, I think got gang stalked after I sued the Biden administration. I said, I tried to contact her again, and I don't know. She never called me back. But now I absolutely prove that the Biden everything's scrapped. Ice-T, Arrest the President, all of them. Barracuda, Heart, Magic Man. You got magic hands. And M's on both hands, Multiple Messiah. And H.W. Bush. Get used to me. Alright, because I'm going to run this town. Like, it's not just Worcester County that I'm suing. It's okay. So I wanted you to know how much money I have, plus all the gold's mine. I want me gold. All the gold's mine. I am literally a pharaoh that came back to life. Get Smart, Maxwell Smart. I did the max time. Rest of the Wellington. I'm a spy, Doris. I'm the spy for your descendants. The Elders, the Council of Nine, the Galactic Federation, all of these things that all of these other influencers are becoming famous about. And I'm like, that's all AI. These people sell out if there is even a person. How do you know? How do you know that had like 107 looks like he's in a brilliant disguise? I thought 107 might work for Elon Musk because they sent a man who I thought was 107 and he worked for a man named Solar Man from Africa. This was 5 years ago. And then Elon Musk started to come into became telepathic with a gray, a Leching Gray, Cross-Eyed Mary. Mary's my aunt. Cross-Eyed Mary rather make it with a Leching Gray. Hell yeah. I was like, if I can't find a man, I think he's non-physical. He, she, me is non-physical. So, I anybody just like me would be this gray. And that I'm just waiting on a friend. I was like, God, how boring. Do you see how boring you all are now? I'm like, you're fucking boring. Can you see what you were doing to me? What do you want from me? I was like, what, at the jail. Shame on you. At Spring Grove Hospital, at Eastern Shore Hospital, shame on you. On Dr. Chappelle. On the mayor. On the entire Ocean City Police Department. Because even though you could say that was a misunderstanding, no, it wasn't. Because I tried to report it and resolve it. Foo Fighters or UFOs, resolve. And you don't even acknowledge that I have any human rights. No civil rights whatsoever. No human rights. You could tell me my state's attorney, the the woman took the Elon Musk message and got me off. I did it myself. I sent them all that stuff. That's what got me put in the ward. I sent them that stuff, but I didn't send them the Elon Musk message because it was on another phone it was broken. But I still could get it. Just not at the time. I couldn't. I'd have to do some digging. Which Facebook account I was using, or which account that was. Now I talk to him on WhatsApp. So it's a phone number. And the first three digits are 309. Johnny Cash. So. You can do this too. We are the champions. Champ is my first dog. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Mickey's my second dog. Collie, like Lassie. Lassie is LAS, Louis Ambrose Smith. Alright, so, sweet dreams.